A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. As they went away, Jesus began to speak to the crowds about John. What did you go out into the wilderness to look at? A reed shaken by the wind? What did you go out to see? Someone dressed in soft robes? Look, those who wear soft robes are in royal palaces. What then did you go to see? A prophet? Yes, I tell you, and more than a prophet. This is the one about whom it is written, "See, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you." Truly, I tell you, among those born of women, no one has arisen greater than John the Baptist. Yet the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven has suffered violence, and the violent take it is by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John came. And if you are willing to accept it, he is Elijah who is to come. Let anyone with ears listen. Who did you go to see? What did you see? When I read this passage right now, what comes to my mind is all of the unrest, all of the uprisings that we experienced this summer. There were so many people going out to see the boarded up downtown, or the businesses around our neighborhood that had been boarded. People were going down to the south side to look at places that had been looted and where violence had been happening. People showed up to marches, responded to the death of George Floyd in very powerful ways. But sometimes in those situations, I'm not sure we're showing up to see the things that we're supposed to be seeing. I reflect back to a time in which someone asked my sister, who lived in South Minneapolis, for a tour of all the destruction that happened in South Minneapolis. A tour of the destruction and the violence. What did you go to see? Who did you go to see? During this season of Advent, we are challenged to see with new eyes. We are challenged to see in the darkness as we are waiting for the light of Christ. And this year may give us a whole new understanding of what it means to be in the season of waiting, in the season of Advent. But during this season, I wonder, who are you going to see, and what are you going to see? We are to challenge ourselves to have eyes like John the Baptist, to have eyes like Jesus, that see all people and all creation with the dignity in which God intended. We have so much work to do in this world, and we need to be seeing with the eyes of God as best we can. So during this season of Advent, as we are learning to walk and see in the dark, don't let your eyes stray from the light. Amen.